particularly big welcome to those who aren't usually exposed to our industry. I think we've got a really good day planned, and I think you're all going to enjoy it. So, if I haven't met you before, my name's Wayne Alcorn, and I'm a bit of a security geek. Like a lot of us here, I'll discuss ad nauseum security risks related to just about anything. But CrikeyCon. So, CrikeyCon was born from myself and Glenn at the back, discussing what we could do for a grassroots get together to discuss all things security. Very quickly, some really awesome people came on board. Without Gary, OJ, Ash and Scotty, none of us around you today simply would be here. They've been just awesome. All the organisers wanted to get together and support the local industry, and also support those who are looking to get into it. We wanted today not to be only about the really cool parts of security, but also the fundamentals, those basics that actually work. Importantly, today is about not identifying gaps in knowledge, but providing opportunities to those who are thirsty for it. Skipping the boring bits, we arrive here at CrikeyCon. And I don't think there's probably a better time to be kicking it off. A couple of weeks ago, we had Iran's Ayatollah addressing university students saying, "Prepare yourselves for such war wholeheartedly." We have Germany talking about creating a baby internet, almost North Korea style. And of course, in our very own backyard, we've got the G20 coming up. So I don't think there could have been a better time. For those of you who don't know, CrikeyCon is a not-for-profit. What that means is that once costs are covered, the remaining money will go towards a special school. The money will go towards purchasing specialised equipment to support children with special needs, like cerebral palsy, autism, and Down syndrome, and other special needs as well. There's one thing I hear at a lot of conferences, and that is that the attendees feel there's an overemphasis on the sponsors. And the sponsors are there to just get in the way of the conference and get in the way of learning. We think we've struck a really good balance, and I do believe we have. I don't think the sponsorship of CrikeyCon will get in the way at all. It's been one of our main objectives. That's not to say that our sponsors aren't important, because without them, we simply wouldn't be able to stand up here in front of you today. A lot of us here live, breathe, debate, risk versus reward in our professional lives every day. So stop for a moment and think about the risk that these organisations have accepted to sponsor a small, fledgling conference like ours. So it's a massive thanks to our sponsors, to Clear Skies, to Corsair, to Firemont, McAfee, and NCC Group. If you do happen to buy some services or products from these organisations as a result of seeing them at CrikeyCon, please let them know, because it'll help us next year when we go back in hand. So we've got an RF table out there run by Mark, and we've also got a lockpicking table out there run by Robert. We're really lucky to have such experts in these fields at our disposal. So please go out there and make use of them. Get in there, don't be shy. They really know their stuff, and you'll get a lot out of it. And I think it's quite a long way from those tables to the other room there. So if you see them needing sustenance and you've got a spare hand, please give them some support. Before we get into the cool stuff, let's cover off some obvious ground rules. If you haven't read the Code of Conduct, please have a read. You're not to practice your new or your old skills on the kind people of this club. If a door is locked, do not pick it. If a machine is there, do not own it. I know you can. Yeah, just not clever. So there's no CrikeyCon 8 feet.
What if they just want to patch?
No.
Is that
No.
Go on, put this on.
Maybe you can get some surf, maybe you can get some business out of people here. Just folks, feel free. So yeah, there's no CrikeyCon access point. So if you see a CrikeyCon SSID, by all means. Yeah, don't come crying to me. Now, with that out of the way, today is about learning and having a good time. So, we also want to foster a really friendly atmosphere. So please tone your questions to our presenters in that manner. Some of our presenters are very well seasoned, and others are doing it for the first time. And most importantly, none of them are standing up here on their Saturday and being paid. They're doing it for the love of it. If you're from the media, please make yourself known to Ash. Ash is at the back there. You're not to record, film the presentations without the express permission of the presenters. So well, that's enough from me. I'm really excited today to have Patrick Gray from Risky Business as our MC. If you don't subscribe to the Risky Business podcast, you're missing out on the best analysis of our industry. So please welcome with me, Patrick Gray.